Hello, it is I, Ramses the 800th, and it's the end of a time right now. Right now, we're going to be doing the final part of the Nikke firing pose tier list. We're going to be covering the few of the Nikkes that we missed. Well, not missed, the two new Nikke. Um, Acheron, not Acheron. Nope, it's not Acheron. It is Archon, and then K, who finally is an actual Nikke. And we're going to be covering a little bit other stuff because I know some skins were released. So we're going to cover the skins first. Then we're going to be covering the two new Nikke. Then we're going to be covering the SR, and then we're going to go into full on the other worlders, the anomalies. I think that's what they're called. But first, like I said, we're going to be covering the some of the skins that came out. Because some I don't remember every single skin that came out, but I know about a few of them from what I remember. So obviously, we got to start with the people who are already on top of literally everything, the bunnies. And now, if you know, the bunnies actually got uh, a baseball themed skin, and they're all right. It's nothing new. You know, you don't get like crazy movement from um, Noir. Uh, it's cool seeing her in like a jersey, I guess, a little bit more form fitting, but it's nothing new, right? Uh, Obviously, she can't go higher up than she already is since she's basically on the top of the tier list. But yeah, it's nothing special. Then we have Noir. I mean, we have Blanc, and Blanc also got her new baseball skin, and this is kind of something new because she's finally in like pants. And there's some stuff back there. Not gonna lie, but again, it's more of like a side grade. It's not really anything. This is like our first time really getting like stomach for her, so I guess. And obviously, women in pants is hot, so it's not that much different. But aside from that, the bunnies, like, they're already on the top of the tier list. They don't need to go anywhere. They're like up here. They don't need to go any higher or any lower, so they're perfectly fine. But one skin that is gonna help this character a lot was actually, where is she? Senti. Now Senti got a new skin and she got her summer skin. Now Senti's summer skin is a lot. It shows a lot. Granted, it's not a lot of movement, but tan lines. This thing, the front is great because you see all this. It's all stomach, all skin, and this little shake right here whenever she swings out with the gun. Very nice, very good. Compared to her previous pants, just in case you don't remember, her previous best skin was her like outside holiday skin because obviously the butt shakes a lot. You get a lot of movement. But her current skin, like this one, is like this one's really good, right? And it actually, in my opinion, boosts Senti up. Where is she? Senti, she kind of just gets like a massive boost from this because being able to show that much skin is crazy. Yeah. Mm, yeah, let's do it right here because it's it's something else, right? So Senti got a she's still in C tier, but she got like a pretty high increase when it comes to that. Now, the other skin that we got was thanks to the current collab that's going on. If you don't know, which doesn't, I don't know how you wouldn't. We're collabing with Stellar Blade. Now we're gonna get to the Stellar Blade characters when we get to them, but due to like a crossover event that's happening in both Stellar Blade and in Nikke, we're getting a new skin, and the new skin is for Scarlet. And Scarlet's new skin is it's a gotcha skin unless you bought the game like I did. I haven't redeemed the code yet, but I'm going to. Scarlet's new skin is pretty good. There's thankfully, since it's a part of the collab, they're allowed to move a lot more. And one of my main criticisms before was we didn't get to see a lot of chest on Scarlet before, and now we get a lot. We get a lot of movement. The thigh movement is ridiculous. Obviously, you just look at that. Look at that moving. This front is. I don't really. Let me quickly check original Scarlet. I don't think we saw a lot in her front because of her dress. Yeah, her dress was hiding a lot of it, but you still got some thigh and something, right? But this Scarlet is kind of just no holds barred, no nothing, just straight skin. And it's not really a trade off. If anything, it's the opposite because since they're showing a lot of stuff, they're moving it a lot, which is very ideal. And in my opinion, Scarlet gets a massive boost from that skin. It just shows a lot more. Where did I put her? Where is she? She's here somewhere. There she is. Scarlet, I think, is going to. Oh, she moves a lot. I think she gets put into B tier. Just just from the amount of movement and the skin, obviously. I think she goes. Mm, I'm trying to think. I think I think she goes like right there with the new Scarlet skin because it's just old Scarlet didn't have that much movement, and this one just like chucks skin at you. You see literally everything. It's very great. I would have preferred like a little shot at the rear, but it's okay, right? We get the trade off with the chest and the thighs because Scarlet's more of like a thigh person. Like that, like her chest looks weird um in the new skin, but that's perfectly fine. But yeah, Scarlet got a pretty big improvement, and now we get to start with the actual abnormals or anomalies. I can't really remember what their names were like. um the yeah abnormals, yeah. So we're actually going to start with the newest SR, and that was going to be Lily from the Stellar Blade collab. um she's all right. She's a SR. It's neat that they make the pants move around so much and you get like a little hint at stuff. So the front is okay. You get a little bit of chest and a little bit of stomach, but nothing really stellar. I'm probably going to use that a lot today. But you have the shaking, you have the movement. That's okay. If you like girls in baggy pants, it's okay. It's pretty good. Um, so Lily, she's fine. She's a decent B tier. She has a lot of movement, which is like helping her a lot. You get chest a little bit. She's not too top heavy. She's more bottom heavy, but um, I think like yeah, she's definitely above these guys. So you're like right there. Perfect C tier. She's not anything like ridiculous. But now we can go to the first actual like crossover character, and the first one that actually started a lot of drama, which was Makima. Makima is an example of our costume rule, where her base outfit was bad because the coat. We all hate the coat. We all hated the coat, and we hated it so much that they gave us a free skin without the coat. I think this was free. It's literally called Coat Off, right? And it's alright, right? A lot of these aren't the best in the world. Obviously, suit like uniform, nice. Her front isn't really the best. Again, it's like less skin, but you get a little bit of chest. There's not too much like movement, I guess. And Makima, it's mainly the butt, but you get a little bit of movement in the chest, a little bit in the back. Um, it's better than what the original skin was because the original skin, the coat, right? We all hated the coat. Everyone hates the coat. Makima, I know a lot of the jokes is that Makima, it's the cake, right? And she has it. She's moving. It's moving, but it's not anything to write home about. But it's still worth talking about. So we'll move. Oh wait, I was gonna talk about these two. I'll talk about them right now. Um, we're gonna move Makima. She had a coat which was really bad. She's above Lily. Yeah, she's about like there. She's like middle of C. She's not too nothing special. But in order to backtrack and make amends, we're going to be talking about the other two Nikke that were recently added to the game. We're going to be first talking about Arcana, and there's not really too much to write home about, right? She's a missile launcher. You don't really see too much. This net thing is in the way, and it's fine. But like if you look, you can see that this dress is kind of see through. because it's white and it's like the skin is kind of peeling through. So you can see like a little bit of lace here from her outfit. You can't really tell in the back. I think you can see a little lace from the undergarments and a little bit of the bra right here, but it's kind of unfortunate. She's not that spectacular, right? I don't really know what else they could do because she's in a dress. She's wearing this weird fishnet thing. I guess if you remove this, you can see a little bit clearer of the back because I can't even tell if this is actually like a like lace or if it's just like a pattern of my eyes or if my computer is bugging out. But you know, again, the front you see thighs. I guess it's nothing. She's not hair tier because you can still see stuff, but she's not that high up on the tier list. Unfortunate. Arcana, here she is. Arcana, she's kind of low down here, honestly. Yeah, she's about like here. Yeah, she's low C. Because you're still seeing stuff. There's not much movement. I might be being a little too nice. Uh, yeah, she's like D. She's like below this because at least Abe is that Abe? Yeah, Abe. No, the the maid. She at least has movement. She wears the big floral gown and she has movement. Acheron, Arcana. Jesus, I'm bad with names. Arcana is fine. It's nothing. I wish it was like a boob window at least, because then that would be like, oh well, a little bit of skin, but unfortunately not. Arcana gets a D, which, according to her lore, she might want the commanders. But skipping that, we're going to talk about someone who was finally released from NPC jail. We're talking about Kay. And Kay, I like Kay's design, specifically this weird half slit, because first off, thighs, amazing. And yes, she has hair covering her back, but it's not covering the fun side, basically. You see, because I don't know why. I don't know the tactical advantage of having just one thigh out. I don't really get it, but I appreciate it. There's a decent amount of movement, right? You don't really get too much in the front. You get it like a little peek, but you can't really see anything right there. I guess it's like her thigh right here. If you see this little line, that's like the hips, like the hip piece. But this is like it's a decent back, right? I wish her hair was kind of like maybe a little swooping out of the way, but she's not too much to the chest. You get side boob, which is cool. You get pits if you're into that. But yeah, I never realized how muscular these thighs are when it's like this. Like, look at this. That's ridiculous. But yeah, K is a decent Nikke. K gets higher than her her previous Archon. So K, I just like the fact that you see like a full cheek. That's such a weird way of saying that. I like the fact that you get a full cheek. There's decent movement. I think she's like right next to Senti. Maybe a little lower. Yeah, like right there. Because you see a decent amount of skin. And there's good movement, right? K's really good. I like K. Her story was really fun, and we technically are in charge of her now, so that's cool. But now we can actually start with the rest of the abnormals. Going back to what's the thing called? Chainsaw Man. We have um Power. And Power doesn't have really anything. It, I mean, that's a decent amount of movement for like the move out, but like the front, I guess you get crotch, kind of, but like the cannon gets in the way. There's this like swing out is the most movement we get. Obviously, you can do this, but it's nothing good, right? Granted, Power doesn't really have too many things that you can do with her. So it could have been better, but I wouldn't know what you would do, and obviously they didn't know either. So Power is pretty low. I think she's actually worse than Acheron. She basically has jacket tier because her jacket is covering her. Granted, it moves, but it's like her jacket's basically covering her, so she's pretty down here. Um, let's put her behind uh her. I don't remember her name. I can't remember the names for the life of me. Jackal. We're putting her behind Jackal mainly because they kind of share personality. Actually, they're both hyper sharp tooth uh rocket launchers that don't have good backs. They're basically the same character, right? So that's where power goes. Unfortunately, power goes to D. She's not the best, and that's actually the end of the Chainsaw Man characters because we already did Himiko. Is Himiko? Yeah, we did Himiko a while ago, back in the first video actually. So now we can move on to the actually good crossover characters, and we're going to be going into. Let me pull her up. 2B. Now 2B is she has a few skins. She has her obvious default costume. She has her post destruction outfit, and she has her like weird what is this uniform one, right? Let's look at the base one. Base 2B front. Okay, I like this pose. You get a lot of thigh. That's you see the volume of that thigh. Like look, like somebody measure this. This has to be like a crazy amount. You get a little peak, which is nice, and then you get this, which is just wow. That's a lot, right? That's a big volume. And if it doesn't move around too much, the dress is kind of obscuring it, but it doesn't get docked points mainly because it has the other outfit, which is this one. And this is the outfit because obviously the front's fine. You get the leotard. It's like a leotard, right? You get the leotard piece, which basically just covers all that. And then damn, damn. It moves around a little bit, nothing too much, but this is talking about assets. This is assets, right? The gun covers a lot of like the front, but you still see plenty of thigh, you still see plenty of everything, and you just get a full moon. Absolute full moon. Everyone loves this. 2B was the first one that we were like, 2B makes sense to be putting it in this game. And we also have our third outfit, which is like a kimono thing. This is also a pretty good one. Again, it's that allure aspect of like, oh well, you obviously you have an outfit where you just see the behind in totality, but this one you get a lot more movement because of that hiding aspect. You see the how much the thigh moves, how much the cheeks move, and this little dress kind of bouncing up and down. You're like, whoa, I'm seeing something I'm not supposed to. I always say the idea of like I'm not supposed to be seeing this is a part of the greatness, right? And 2B is a prime example of a character that deserves to be in this game because of the way she looks, right? Now, the question is 2B an S tier? That is the question. She's either A or S. I don't think she's anything below that. Hmm. I'm gonna be thinking. I think she is. I think she's also an S tier. I'll organize this a little later, like the S tier, because I'm gonna do the demand of a certain follower. He they want me to do like a whole top tier of the S tier, like one final run through all the S tiers, right? One final like a highlight reel, right? But I truly believe 2B deserves to be up here. I just don't exactly know where, but yeah, 2B is very good. And following 2B is the other collab character from Nier, and that's A2. A2, I don't really remember what A2 is. I know she's a rocket launcher, but she has like this interesting design where it's like this, and you can actually keep her here. And this is pretty good because you see two different sides. The front, you get obviously chest, that's fine. Thigh, great. Crotch, amazing. And you get this very interesting like pose, and it's poking out. And then you get this additional slash pose. And that's pretty good, right? You get this additional slash, and that's already pretty nice. And then you get the minusing of the hair, which is even better because you see the entire back and you see all of it. And you don't really have the sniper debuff because if you so long as you keep holding the button, you can kind of keep it here and still see, right? And that's amazing because you get more moon at the end of the day. And we have her, that's the wrong button. We have her also uniform outfit or prototype uniform. And This one's also pretty nice. I like the that is barely covering it, and then you get the swing, and it's nice. But again, it's covering the back. Not really the craziest thing. Chest is moving around a lot. Um, it's okay if you want the allure. It's pretty nice. But is she an S tier like to be? I don't believe so. But I do think she's an A tier. I think I think she's like right there because the way her missile launching works, you get to see way more of it, especially with the cut hair design, and with the sniper pose. With the other outfit, you get the skirt lifting, which is nice. So yeah, I think A2 is an A, an A tier, and that kind of puts the near characters pretty high, except for the robot, which is down here. But it's not really like a you know, it's not what we're here for. And then we have the next set of collab characters, which is like this was always the weirder one for me. I don't know why they decided to do ReZero, and it's not. I don't even know why she has a machine gun. It's not anything. There's no movement. It's a big dress. You have the few other outfits. She's obviously has the made like the soda outfit, but there's nothing really to see. There's nothing to write home about. This is a cute outfit, I guess. You kind of get thigh, but it's not really anything worth talking about. So Rem, she's she's like down here actually. Um oh, there's one more costume I have to talk about. Okay, we'll talk about that after I finish. Oh, we'll talk about it right now. Because I just put her down here. She's worse. Is she worse? She's like dressed here. Yeah, she's like right here. Where is it? Because this is coat, this is dress. There's nothing here. But before we continue on with the ReZero cast, we have to talk about another character that I'm really glad got a glow up with a costume. I knew there was somebody else that I needed to talk about, which is Maron or Moron. Maron. She recently got a costume too, and she got off duty. And off duty saved Maron. She's out of jacket tier. She's out of bad tier. Granted, there's not a lot of movement, but it's still a lot better. You're actually seeing skin, right? You get chest, you get thigh, you get what is it called? Butt fangs, I think that's what it's called. And the initial sweep out is pretty good, decent movement, and you see this very clean line. I love this. I wish they did it a little bit more. And Maron is saved from the F tier or a jacket tier. She's moved up quite a bit, right? She's way better than Makima. Um because it's not too much movement. Yeah, she's like there. It's a really good like shift from it, and I think it's just the amount that it helps her. It brings her out, like I said, out of the F tier. That outfit carries her in every regard, and I'm very happy that she's actually worth looking at now instead of just being like this weird big cloak. Do I still want her to get a summer outfit? Yes, because obviously summer outfits they're gonna do a lot for characters, but it's all right. Now back from me being sidetracked, we're gonna be talking about Amelia next, and Amelia also suffers from like I guess little chest, but it's a big dress, it's a big cloak, right? Get the clumsy maid outfit again. Nothing really. I guess you can kind of see the definition of it, like with the tails. You kind of see like the thing, but it's not really hugging her. You get this outfit too, which is Spring Breeze. They're bad, all bad. There's no again. They're cute, but it's not really something you want to be looking at, right? So unfortunately, Amelia also gets pretty low. She's right there with like she's worse than Acheron, Archon. Um, worse, 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 worse. Where'd I put? Yeah, she's like right here with Rem. Where is she? Yeah, she's is she better than Rem? No. Yeah, she's a little better than Rem, but she's still F tier. This is a really bad showing. All of the ReZero characters are an F. That's bad. That's really bad. But that's how it goes. Especially when you're wearing gowns and you don't want to do any jiggling. But yeah, that's it for the ReZero cast. Now we're moving on to pretty. It was a weird collab. I never really understood why they did this, but it's also got me to watch all of Evangelion because I wanted to understand the whole hype about it. And we're talking about Asuka. Specifically, this is the Asuka from the what is it called? Rebuild series. This is Rebuild Asuka, and she has a bunch of outfits too. But we're gonna go through, and then after this Asuka, we're gonna be covering the other Asuka because they're the same name. So base Asuka, it's all right. Obviously, it's a skin suit, right? It's hugging. There's a decent amount of movement, nothing too crazy. Front, nothing really to write home about. But it's good, right? You get movement, you get shaking, which is a little. There's like a weird thing where like the hair is in front of the chest, which is a little annoying, and the hair kind of sways this way, which is strange. But it's okay. It's nothing crazy. Um, I think Asuka has some of the most skins. I think the only person that has more is Mi Mia, who's also in this. I think I already covered her though. No, I haven't. I think she's another S tier. We have her school outfit. It's a dress, nothing. Front, nothing. It's a dress, right? We don't like that. We have a racing outfit. Right? It's a racing, a cyclist street. This is pretty decent. Obviously, the back's being covered, but I love spats, so and you get a decent amount of movement. You get more skin. Cool. She's wearing the big like puffer jacket. That's nice. The shaking's very good, right? And then we got her test plug suit, which is more of the same thing. Nothing too different. It's just like a slightly different coloration. It's all right. Asuka has really good skins. It's because like the rebuild, like the what's it called? Ava suits, the plug suits are like skin tight, so you get to move around a lot more. Even if there wasn't too much movement, you'd still see a lot, right? So I think Asuka isn't like well, base Asuka. Base Asuka is probably like a B. Because there's a lot of Nikke with like skin tight outfits. Um, I think she's like there because she doesn't move around too much, and there's a lot of more Nikke with skin tight outfits that move around way more than she does, and show more than she does. So she's a decent B. Now we're gonna be covering the other Asuka. Let me, yeah. We're gonna be covering Wheelie Asuka, and she also has a few outfits. Wheelie Asuka is surprisingly a weird downgrade. I don't know why she's like small and not moving around, but she has a machine gun, so the slight movement that you do have, it does move around a lot. I am happy that she keeps the coat on and it doesn't like droop down and hide anything, which is a problem that we can have. But it's cool. And then we have her obviously the final battle Asuka, and same thing. It's just white. You get a little bit more definition. Nothing crazy. You don't even get like chest. The front's fine now that we can see a front. But skin tight outfit. It's all right. And then you have the dress, which isn't good. No one likes a dress. No one likes dresses. So Willie Asuka isn't too much worse. Like she's okay. She's not like mind blowing. So Willie Asuka probably goes like below. Where is she? Willie Asuka goes. They're like almost interchange. I think she goes at the bottom of this. Might be being nice. I'm trying to think. Yeah, they're like the same. It's not really that much of a difference. It's just like how much movement, right? So yeah, old Asuka is okay, and then Willie Asuka's a little worse. But those are the Asukas. Now we move on to the Rays. So we have base Ray here. We have base Ray, and she also has a few outfits, her school outfit and like a outside dress outfit. But let's start with base Ray. In base Ray, there's no movement, but she has a machine gun, right? But there's like no movement. Again, it's like the skin tight outfit thing. Obviously, she has a little bit more of a chest, so you get like this cool outline of the of the rear, and then the chest, obviously. But the butt isn't like anything to write home about. You know, they could have even put like a little bit of jiggle because of the machine gun. It would have made it look a lot more intense, but we didn't get that. Obviously, her school outfit's going to be marginally worse because there's nothing there, right? I guess if you like school outfits, but there's not even like thigh peaks. There's nothing. Then obviously the dress is bad. You know, obviously I don't have to say too much about that. Um, but yeah, Asuka, Asuka, Ray has substantially worse skins, at least base Ray. So she's kind of gonna go pretty far down. She has a skin tight outfit, so I guess she goes a little higher up. So like here, I guess base Ray goes. It's nothing impressive, right? But thankfully, she's not the only Ray we have. We also have I think one of the funniest names in Nikke, which is Ray tentative name. It's really funny. But obviously she has 3 outfits too. And this one's the better Ray, right? It's the skin tight outfit. The chest is a lot more chesting. This front is a lot better, right? Obviously, you get chest movement and rear movement. It's a lot more when you swing out, but she has a machine gun. No, she doesn't have a machine gun. She has a SMG, I think it's what it's called. And you get decent movement. Nothing crazy. She also has her other outfits, which is just this. It's basically all the same thing, right? It's just like slight add-ons to like change it. And then the dress one, which is a little worse. It's nothing. I guess you get like thigh a little bit more like butt back here, but eh, it's fine. The real good one is the first Ray skin because this is skin tight. You get a good front, you get a good back. This Ray is the good Ray, and this Ray is actually better than all the Asukas. Even though I don't like Ray as a character, Ray tentative name is about here, which is funny because it's still below Grandma. But it's because Grandma has a lot of movement. And Ray, she moves around a lot, but nothing ridiculous. So that's her. I think she's the best one so far of the uh, um, Ava crew. And we have one more Ava rep who I think is the one that has the most skins, and it's Mari. Mary? I don't know. She has a lot of skins. So let's start with a base plug suit one. Unfortunately, she has a sniper, which isn't good. But you see a lot here. You get a good front. You don't really see the chest too much, but this is like you get thigh, you get butt fang, you get crotch. Obviously, very good. The back again, there's no movement, but you get really good like curve. Like this is a really good curve. You see like the pink is really helpful too because the shadows are really dark and you can really tell the curvature of this. Obviously, you get a lot of back too. Her pigtails don't really get in the way, and then you have all these skins. So let's go through them. The school uniform, you know, nothing crazy. You get a skirt, doesn't move, fine. You get a casual outfit again, skirt. It gets more skin, I guess. Skin thigh, it's all right. Then we have final battle, which is just the same thing as the original one, just white this time, which is okay, you know. And then you have the dress, which isn't. This is like a pretty fancy dress, but this is actually one of the better dresses since you already don't move around a lot. So you don't really have to worry about anything being obscured, and you kind of get a little bit more behind here. Obviously, you get more thigh, you get more skin. This is actually one of the better dresses, honestly. So Mari, I think she doesn't go that much high. I think she's about equal to Ray, but I want to put Ray. No, Ray moves, so I'm gonna put him like this. Mari, I like they're next to each other, like they're about even in my opinion, because Mari just has like a lot of skins, and Ray is okay, right? She's nothing like she moves, which is like the thing that keeps her up. But that's the Ava crew. On average, they're decent. The only one is old Ray, who's at the bottom. But tentative name is like the one that's keeping them. Mari's okay, and then the two Asukas are doing uh on average better than everyone else. So that's all the Ava crew. And now Now we're gonna be talking about crossover like the characters that everyone was waiting for, right? Hold on, let me go into this because this is gonna be so. First up, for the Stellar Blade collab, we're gonna be talking about Eve, and oh, buddy, Eve has 4 skins, including her original one. But let's start with this one, right? Her base skin. Eve, I believe, is going to be the top of S tier. First off, this pose, right? You get a good. This is a skin tight outfit. Love that. It's really tight, obviously, and she has like this great pose. Let's do this. Obviously, it's not too much moving, but the thing that's gonna push her up is this. Oh, buddy, that's ridiculous. She fires. This, I've said it when I was talking about Leona. I said it when we were talking about somebody else. This pose is the killer pose. That's the pose that you put on when things are going down, and the movement, the sheer volume of movement is ridiculous. I know, like, a meme is like it's jalapeno peppers, and they look like it. They really do, but this is ridiculous. And to top it off, this is the free skin you get when you get her in the event, right? Obviously, the front is like I'm at a loss for words right now. Tatas, right? You get the little thigh bone. I love the thigh bone. Or like that's like a tendon, I guess. But that definition, butt curve, right? Thigh and the pose. Oh, buddy. And it still moves so much, which is ridiculous. This is phenomenal. And again, you get the little peek at something you're not really supposed to. There's also in the front too, obviously. So that's her thing. Then she has her other skin, which is like you can purchase the skin, right? And this skin, obviously the front's a little different, but you get more back thigh. But this is obviously you have the tabard covering because I don't think they're allowed to show that in this game, but it doesn't. It still moves around quite a bit, and this is ridiculous. I have no idea how they got away with half this stuff, but that's really good. And then you have the gotcha skin, which is the skin suit, and this is just ridiculous, right? I don't think I need to tell you why this is so good. So I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to show you. Eve is going to be top of S tier because Eve is like the perfect character to put into Nikke. Eve is the best one, right? Her pose is great. The amount of skin she's showing, the variety of outfits she has, the movement, the volume, ridiculous. I don't think any of these guys, I don't think any of these girls are going to be anywhere near Eve, but she's like, if I were to quantify on a graph, Eve would be number one, and then like 2 spaces below is where the number 2 would go. That's how much better Eve is than most of the other Nikke. And that's saying a lot because these are all still better than every other Nikke below them, right? But oh, that was Eve. And we have her partner in crime, I guess, Raven. So Raven, unfortunately, she's a rocket launcher. Fortunately, she has a very interesting mechanic, kind of like 2A or no A2. So her front is okay, obviously cleavage. We love cleavage. And her pose, yes, her hair's blocking it, but her hair's translucent, which is good. And obviously you can hold this pose, but you can do this to kind of keep it in line. Unfortunately, she doesn't have like a hyper extended form where like her hair kind of swoops out of the way, which I would have preferred. But there's not too much like movement here, but it's still like a pretty good view. They obviously went around the whole hair aspect by making it translucent, and the fact that you can still hold it even though she's a rocket launcher is pretty good, you know. Again, not too much movement, but she also has 2 skins. She has her free skin, which is planet diving suit, and this one has way more movement, but obviously it's mainly when she slashes, right? And again, the translucent hair is very helpful. That's very helpful in all this regard, but you know, it's more of like a side grade. Then we have her bathing suit, which is a lot better. her bathing suit is like the movement suit, right? Obviously, a lot of the movement is when she slashes, but you know, it's okay. Is she near Eve? Absolutely not. But it's really hard to get to Eve, right? But Raven is still really, really good. So Raven, I believe, um, she's in A tier, right? Um, I think she's like right there. She's below 2A. A2, sorry. She's below A2. Mainly because A2 has like the uh I'm doing it in my head like the pose she's doing, the slash pose. Her slash pose is a different pose, which lets you see more, which is really good. And yes, I know they made her hair translucent, Raven, but I would have preferred if there was like a way to like kind of put it in like a ponytail so that it's just perfectly out of the way, you know. But you know, I guess not. Unfortunately, I guess that would make it look too much like Eve. But this is technically the completed tier list. This is like everybody. A lot of them are in C tier. Obviously, the people higher up on C tier are better than the people below, and same thing all the way through. Not really on F tier. F tier is kind of like a flat. F tier is kind of like a flat plane, right? Like they're all equally bad, except like maybe Enwa. She kind of has like a good front, but you know it's not. No, N1 doesn't. What am I talking about? They're all equally bad. The robots, obviously, I think the robots go below, right? The robots are at the bottom, and then everyone else is kind of just interchangeable. And then it's like progressively better and better. But the A tier, the S tier, I need to figure out who's better than who, because that's where the confusion comes from. I want to do like a final thing, but give me. I'll be back in like 2 seconds to try to figure it out. Okay, guys, I'm gonna be 100% honest. I can't decide who goes where in S tier. I was sitting here for like 20 minutes, like trying to like deduce who belongs where, and trying to figure out like the best option for each person, and I couldn't figure it out. So I'm gonna let you guys try to figure it out. In the comments, tell me where you guys believe each character should go. I'm going to do a final highlight reel starting from, I guess I'll do it in the bottom to top order that I have here, but it's not gonna be like that, right? So yeah, enjoy the final firing poses of the Nikke tier list, and thank you guys for watching. Obviously, I'm gonna play it out right now, but thank you guys for watching. Appreciate every single one of you. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you all. That's not my outro, and I'd like to bid you all a farewell.
Anything I can help you with? Do you think younger patients will get a kick out of this bunny outfit?
I'm thinking of a new beat. Want to hear it? Did you bring the schedule? Let me see. Need anything? Yes? My overall condition is satisfactory. So sleepy.
If you've got nothing to do, at least come and massage my back. so uncomfortable. I shouldn't have worn this dress.
I'd be more than happy having you join me and Noir. I could stay here with you forever. Oh, and Noir too. I'll give you luck and victory to go with it. You want to...
How long do I have to stay like this, counselor? This outfit isn't too restrictive.
Since we're at the beach anyway, it's okay to kick back and relax.
The mask? In this land of such fecundity, there's no need for such a thing.
Why don't we go looking for polar bears together?
Commander, I'll protect you. No matter what you think of us, we'll always be by your side. No matter what you think of us, we'll always be by your side. No matter what you...
I'm so beautiful today. I like it. I don't believe there are enough mirrors here. Prince, would you put the glass slippers on me?
Thou art most welcome to spar with me at any time. Far too frilly and bothersome. Methinks mine own attire shall be sliced before the foe.
Master, I was waiting for you.
I wish people wouldn't judge Timmy based solely on his appearance. Oh, I've always fed large animals, so whenever I touch small animals,
You'll always be with me in Blanc, won't you? If I offer you love instead of luck, would that be okay? When I'm around you, Pit Boss, I'm not embarrassed about how I look.
Fortunately, our weapons can take down raptures, so we'll be able to help. There doesn't seem to be any obvious physical disparity between Nikkes and humans. How do you tell them apart? You say these raptures are infinite in number. I see you suffer from that problem in this world as well. This is the first time I've been able to relax like this.